Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Looking good, Bill.
Thanks.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Richard?
How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
It's going. Hold on. I'll be right back. I forgot something.
You forgot to let the Tinder whore out of her cage. I love when he takes his headphones off so he can't hear us. We can just say whatever we want.
It's nice that Lou lets him share the cage, though.
Yeah, it is nice. How many bananas do you think he lets her have?
Not as many as Lou.
It's true.
You guys got to cut that shit. I'm telling
He only
you.
gets
It's
one.
annoying
She only
me.
gets one. She only gets
Cut
one.
that shit out. Stop talking about my fucking.
What are you talking about?
I know what the fucking joke is. Cut it out. I told you I don't joke about that shit.
So fucking sensy.
Jesus.
It's the one thing I asked about this. That's it. Just leave that shit alone.
So you can talk about my mother. Talk about fucking.
If you told me not to, legitimately, it was serious, don't do it, I wouldn't do it. But don't leave, leave that shit alone.
All
That's
right,
it. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. Oh.
And these pictures, fuck.
Oh, timestamp. 1 minute.
I don't care. They're fucking stupid. How come I'm the only one with pictures, but you guys don't? It's fucking dumb.
Ooh, pick me, Rich. Pick me.
Dumb.
Pick me.
Ray?
Because if we actually make them.
It's fucking stupid.
We'll make something and we'll gladly put it on the screen behind you.
Give us something to work with there,
Yeah,
Graybeard.
Bill.
Sure.
I'm not gonna put something of myself on there. That's silly.
Okay.
Bill, what's the matter, babe? You want the night off? You seem a little salty. You seem a little cranky.
It's all right.
You want the
Sorry.
night off?
No, I'm fine. Let's go.
You have a good day?
Let's just go.
All right.
What'd you forget? All right. Why don't you pound a couple of those and
Then you feel great.
ease the old pain a little bit. Is the old bat wing hurting? Is that the
It
problem?
doesn't feel good, no.
How many Percocets you pop? How many of those you got left?
No, I don't use those.
Vicodin?
No, they gave me some in January. I just used them the first week, and that was it. Just smoke weed, too inedible. I'm not into that. I'm not a pill guy. I never have been. I've dabbled, but not for me. Well,
Fair.
here and there, when it really bothers me.
Sure.
Mm.
Or on a Saturday of a 4-day weekend.
Didn't you teach us? You taught us something. What was it?
ATM. He taught us ATM.
No. I taught you
me-
ATM.
Oh, okay.
What was the other thing you said you were doing? And you were like, "What the hell is that?"
Oh, biscuits?
Biscuits. That's what
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. I didn't know what a biscuit was.
Is that
Not
your
worth it.
fucking heater, Ray? Quick thumbs there, Tum Tum.
It's 57 in the podcast studio today, so.
Bill, if you need a warm place to stay, by all means, come to my house. You can sleep in my bed. It's king size.
I can turn my fucking heat on. It's just principle at this point. 50 degrees is my cutoff. I almost made it there on Saturday. It was 53.
Wow.
50 is the cutoff.
Well, it's gonna snow tonight, Bill. So I think tonight might be the night.
Yeah,
Maybe
my
you
fucking awesome drive to work tomorrow.
Maybe you should just turn the heat up so you stop being a little bitch when we come onto this show.
Maybe.
Maybe a little heat will warm up those balls and get them out of your fucking vagina.
Maybe.
Welcome to the show. This is Simple Mind Sports Show. Friday headlines, October 30th. We're almost in November, Bill. You can almost turn that heat on. Welcome to the show.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, Bill. I don't know if you know this. Thanksgiving is in November.
Yeah. In another month. Still got another month to go.
Less than a month.
Less.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, do we believe the Patriots will be completely out of everything that is noteworthy by Thanksgiving? And by that, I mean if they lose against the Bills this week, we want to talk some Patriots-Bills coming up. Biggest game of the season, obviously. Maybe the biggest game of everyone's life in Buffalo. I mean, if they don't win this game, what the fuck does that say about the Bills?
They're going to win this game.
Unbelievable. All right, before we get there, quick notes. Edelman, out. Knee surgery.
Good. About time.
Gilmore, out. Fake injury.
Is he definitely out?
Yeah. Well, he's on the injury report.
He's on the injury report.
What's the injury? I saw
Knee.
that he popped up. I didn't see
Knee.
it today.
Knee.
They're holding him out. He's getting traded by Tuesday. That's it. That's what it is.
He was on the injury report with a knee earlier this year. What game was that? I can't remember, but they had him on the injury report earlier this year.
Seattle game. Didn't he get hurt in Miami?
No,
Or Vegas. It was
whether
the
he
first
got
2 games.
whether he got hurt or
3
not,
games.
it was when he was fucking holding out, and he was going up with the contract shit. He was going back and forth in the contract shit.
I can look at my text probably because you would probably say defensive player of the year because he played like shit that game. So I'll just have to go scroll through my text if you don't mind.
DPOY. See ya. You gone.
Yep.
There's been some other moves. So Geno Atkins, Everson Griffin got traded. I just want to hear Patriots. Not reported on any of this. Does that
Carlos
scream?
Dunlap.
Carlos Dunlap. What did I say? Geno Atkins.
No, Geno Atkins, but it's Dunlap.
Dunlap. I've gotten those two confused since the minute.
I would love Geno
playing
Atkins,
together.
but he fell off a cliff. Dude, he would have been great in his prime. He was one of the best in the league.
He'd be
What
up
is
the
that?
Steelers by himself.
What does that say to you? Are they completely sellers here, or is this another situation where Bill's not in on big name players that are easily accessible and pisses us off?
There's sellers. You saw it. The report came out yesterday saying they're open to trading just about everybody. So, I mean, I don't think any huge names are going to go except for Gilmore. I've been saying it for a month. I think he's gone. He just put his house on the market. I think he is gone. I think Bill's going to take a second, even a third round just to get rid of him. You're not going to pay him next year, especially if the salary cap's going down. So, I mean, I think he's the guy that's going to go. And then after that, any bit part, Julian Edelman, maybe. I don't think he probably wouldn't have moved. I think I think you'll see him get cut in the offseason, honestly. This knee surgery, that's probably that's it with him. You got to get kind of younger in a slot. You got Gunnar Olszewski there, but I think they're in full sell mode at this point. I don't think they're going to try to tank, but if those guys are coming and offering fucking first and second round picks for Gilmore, I think he's gone. Bye-bye.
I'm with you though. Like, what else are you gonna sell off? Tooney?
Tooney?
That's the
I
other
wouldn't be surprised if you get Tooney. I mean, I don't think he's going to go for a first, but I mean, you'd probably get him for a second, because he's not signed next year and he's coming out the franchise now. So, he's going to be a rental. So, I mean, you probably get him second, even a third. You're not seeing a lot of.
Not first overall. Sorry, this is the
first.
wrong night. This is the wrong
night.
I never said
night.
first overall. I said
It was
first
very-
round draft pick.
He
very
messed
cold
up,
in the
Bill.
podcast studio. There's
You
a
messed
picture
up.
behind me of him in a beard. He's very angry.
You
I'm
messed up,
sorry,
Bill.
My bad.
He messed up. He meant first round. That's what you said. First round.
Not first overall. But hey, I mean, I wish you could have got traded for Zach Ertz, but Zach Ertz got hurt. And don't put it surprise. I mean, I don't know if you could trade guys on IR in the NFL. I don't think you can. But I mean, if he comes on, he's not going to come off. But it would have been nice if you could have made that move.
Here's the distinction for me, Ray. I don't think you're going to call them sellers. I think that if someone comes knocking on the door and wants to give you a first for Tooney, you take it. I think Gilmore is a targeted trade that is in line with what Belichick and the Patriots have done for 20 years. A guy, high salaried, still pretty good, getting out a year early. We talked about it on the previous shows. But when people say selling to me, that's like
The whole team.
trading everybody like
yeah.
Devin McCourty.
Yeah, I
go
don't
to
think
a
they're going to trade
contender, like,
everybody. No,
I think literally the only other guy on that list is Tooney. If someone comes with a first round pick and Bill might take it, and that's it. Like who else? Who honestly? Who else does anybody even want? First of all, and what is it? What good does it do you? So
you could see maybe one of the McCourties going.
Hopefully Jason.
Jason would be nice. Devin,
Seventh round pick. I'll take it.
Devin, you just kind of re-signed.
Yeah.
He's been playing fairly well, but he
never
fell
trading
off.
Devin McCourty.
Yeah,
No.
he's going to retire a Patriot, and they made
he's
sure
Matthew
they
Slater.
gave him.
He's the heart and soul of the team.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. I think Tooney and Gilmore are your guys. You're not going to sell everybody because you're lacking talent on mainly the offensive side. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe I would try to move Shaq Mason.
I was just saying that, Bill. I'd love if they dumped Shaq Mason, gave his money to Tooney.
He's played well. He's hurt, but he's played well this year. So I mean, you can kind of move him. He's got a big salary, but I don't think he's not going to be fetch you much. He's worth more than what you're going to get in return. You're probably going to get a fifth or sixth in return, and at the the way he's been playing is better than the return. So just keep him. You know what I mean?
So, Ray, you got anything to add on that trade deadline?
The only thing I heard listening to the radio, Bill, Patriots are losing. Their biggest thing was 25% of the gate was part of their, finances coming in. So obviously with no fans in the stadiums, it's really taking a toll on the Patriots right now. So that's why I don't think they're going to go out and sign a big name like we're always been talking like Allen Robinson or Julio or fucking OBJ before he got hurt. But I don't think they're going to make a big splash at all. I think it's, if anything, they trade these guys for draft picks. That's it.
Yeah, you'll see draft picks. And COVID's really fucking Massachusetts. You know, Baker has limited everything. At least in other states, you're seeing some fans you just saw in the Super Bowl. Now you're getting, I think it's going to be 13 to 15,000 fans.
Yeah, it's like
Super Bowl.
20% or whatever.
Yeah, which is roughly
in that same regard,
15,000.
because we've been kind of talking about that. And I've been saying that similar to the Bruins, where they've had their inner cap, I think that the Patriots have, and I think a lot of teams do. And I don't totally discredit that. I kind of give the Crafts a little bit of shit for it after you botched the Brady situation. You're a multi-bajillionaire. You've won for 20 straight years. I'm sure you got a little bit of reserve up there, and you got a ton of fucking cap room right now. So maybe you can afford not to be in
I'll
the
tell you
red
why,
by 25% this 1 year. However, he did spend a lot of fucking money on his legal team down in the Sunshine State
Palm
of Florida.
Beach. Yeah.
And,
But I'll tell you though,
that's just business. So I get that. But all right, whatever. Sorry, go ahead, Bill. I've lost my.
There is I don't want to get beeped, so I'm not going to mention it. But if you think,
well, you already hit your fucking quota.
All right,
then
fuck it. He's a little. They like to pinch pennies. Now's the time.
is he actually? Is that his actual domination?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, he takes everything. Never mind. I don't want to.
Yeah, good call. Maybe leave it. Maybe leave it there. All fun and games, listeners. All right. Well, with that being said, I don't think Belichick has it in him to sell and tank and lose. Like, I don't know. Like, the Miami Dolphins tried to do that last year, and when they started to do it, they started to play better.
But it worked though. They got a fucking haul for those guys. Minka Fitzpatrick got a first-round pick.
Yes.
Tunzel got
But
two
what I'm saying though,
picks.
Bill, is they started winning fucking games because it's like football. Like, you can't play football the way you play basketball and tank. You can't play at 50% and take plays off and shit. Like, just the nature of the game and I think the adrenaline that goes through these guys having to put their body on the line like they do. You got to go out. You go out there and you play 100%, and whatever happens, and that's how you got to kind of compete, and that's how you got to train. So football is a sport like that, and when it's a team that's coached by Bill Belichick, I think they're going to put their best foot forward. They're not going to go out there and try and lose fucking games. That seems completely baffling to me.
When you're chasing Shula, you can't throw away seasons like this. You come out, you beat Buffalo this week, you're right back in it. You might not see it. I mean, I think maybe this week dictates what you're going to do in your trade deadline. I mean,
beautiful segue. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to look. You come out and beat Buffalo. What's that put Buffalo 4-3? That puts you 3-4. You're half a game back because you have the tiebreaker right now. So you're going to see. You might want to hold Gilmore. I still expect him to be gone regardless of this game because secondary is your biggest strength. And I think J.C. Jackson and Jonathan Jones in recent weeks have played much better than Stephon Gilmore. And I think those are your future cornerbacks. And then you're going to mix in a little bit of JoJo Williams there too. So, I mean, you'll definitely see him go. But, I mean, say you come out and you win this game, the division's more closer than we think. Yeah. Then you might start seeing him add a little bit of guys instead of,
Yeah, it's a nice
pieces.
Segue. And the last piece in this trade thing, if they do get rid of Gilmore and his contract, if they have this inner cap in Foxborough, dumping Gilmore's salary opens up some money to refill. I'm sure that the Crafts have told Bill we're not spending above this, and wherever Belichick is on that line, if he gets rid of Gilmore, that line drops and he can go fill it up with whatever else he can get. Right. So on a contract basis, for the rest of the season.
And don't forget the cap is crap. It's about real dollars.
I understand that. It's about how much they're going to actually spend. And so that being said, nice segue, Bill, into the Bills. Raymond, what are you looking for out of this game from the Patriots? Baseline, is there any type of way you walk out of this with them not winning where you feel okay?
Oh, if they don't win, this fucking season's this is over.
Okay,
It's it.
so then what are you looking for then? What's your main offense, defense, just the way they play, motivation, Cam, play calling, coaching? What's the biggest biggest thing you're going to look for Sunday when they come out?
So we had a little, as we do, we group text each other, and I just want to. I already kind of told you what I think is going to happen on offense. With Edelman out, the total receptions for this receiving core is 25. Total yards is 406, and total TDs combined for this receiving core is 0. So I think they're going to be doing a run.
That's not N'Keal Harry, as bad as he's been and big as bust as he's been. He's out too.
Yeah,
more than likely he's out too. They have
Cam.
three healthy wide receivers on the roster right now. None of which, well, actually,
they have 4.
If you count Brian Hoyer.
Nope, if you count Matthew Slater.
Oh, shut up. He's more of a fucking safety than a wide receiver.
I'll tell you this, though.
They added him to the fucking, if you put the thing
I know,
down,
he's always a wide receiver.
The one wide receiver that is healthy that has been your best wide receiver all year is Damiere Byrd. So, I think he has
18 of those 25 receptions.
He gets overlooked.
He would have probably almost 25 catches alone if Cam could throw the football.
Yeah, and a couple touchdowns, one of them to win a game.
Yep.
Look, I'm Cam. You know that my answer is Cam Newton. This team will go as Cam Newton goes. But more importantly, outside of that, is Josh McDaniels and however far that extends to Bill Belichick and what they do with this offense. If they come out and drop Cam Newton back in play in shotgun and expect him to read the field and throw it to Gunnar Olszewski for 4 yards, 6 yards a pop and march down the field, they are insane. Kemba Walker this motherfucker and run him into the ground. That's the only chance you have. Go week 1 RPO offense and try to get that going. That's it. The Bills are susceptible to the run. We've seen that all season long. We saw that in Kansas City. Kansas City ran all over them. And that's literally the only thing the Patriots can do. So if you can get that run game going, hopefully you can get a little bit of play action, get James White, Rex Burkhead into the game on some screens, and maybe Damiere Byrd on some play action double move type things. But it's all offense for me. It's Cam Newton and it's Josh McDaniels getting back to the run and see if they can actually have a functioning offense for the NFL. Bill?
I think the obvious answer is offense. I'm not going to elaborate on every point you just made. I want to see the defense step up. You just let the 49ers run all over you last week. Now you're seeing basically a running offense coming in now with a true running quarterback. You got another running quarterback you're going to face later on in the season, and Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. So, these guys run a lot, and the Patriots need to stop the run. You're seeing the problems. You couldn't beat the 49ers because he couldn't get off the field. If you could have stopped them on third down, you might have had a chance to win that game. But what happened? They just handed the ball off, and it was 2nd and 3, 2nd and 1, and they marched methodically down the field by the run. I think Buffalo's a team that they could do the same thing. They have Moss there now, the rookie coming in, and you have Devin Singletary there, and again Josh Allen. They can all run. And that's what we need to see. If the Patriots have to prove it, and I've been bitching about the run defense all year. They need to stop the run, and we've been saying there's not coaches that will commit to it. Well, the last 2 weeks we saw 2 teams do it. I think McDermott's a guy that's going to do the same thing because that's Buffalo's offense.
He is, but Josh Allen is the type of guy to fuck that up. He's
played it good against the Patriots at home, though. When he's on the road against the Patriots, he's putrid. But at home in Buffalo, he's played the Patriots pretty well.
Forget the Patriots. You just watch him play, and he's just like a baiting mistake waiting to happen. So, you kind of like the Denver game, you let them march up and down the field till you get to the red zone. Can that defense lock in, and can Josh Allen make the right plays and right decisions and good throws?
You saw the Jets do it. That guy, whoever the Buffalo's kicker was, I think he kicked, 8 field goals? Was he 6'8"?
Yeah.
He's 6'8" for field goals.
That's kind of the game I'm expecting. I'm not let me ask you the question since we're here. I'm not a huge Josh Allen fan. I've been on the books of saying that forever. This guy's getting hyped up like crazy, but if you actually watch him play, he's a fucking lunatic. He's a maniac. He's made some really nice throws, and he's obviously got physical abilities and can throw it, the entire length of the field. But he's like, you watch the game, you go, what are you doing, dude? What
prime example is against Houston in the playoffs when he did that.
Yeah, he laterals that shit.
Yeah,
even the Kansas City, the primetime game the other night, he was making these decisions like, what the fuck is going on? So is Josh Allen the best quarterback in the division right now? With all that being said,
Can I say something? And I won't get a beep out of this, but when you have 4 hard R's, he is the best hard R out of all 4. So yes.
so you're not going to dab on him, Ray? You're
No.
fully committed to the snip snap on Cam Newton?
As of week 8, yes.
Yeah. Bill?
Tua is the best quarterback in the division, I
Oh, he hasn't even played a game
think. Doesn't
yet.
matter. No, it's all trash, but I'd probably put Josh Allen number 1
It's
right now.
pathetic that that's the right
Yeah.
answer, right? It's just
And
by
truthfully, I was always high. I've been high on Sam Darnold since he came out. I think he was ruined by Adam Gase. I think if you put him in an organization with a head coach that knows what he's doing, and if he stayed in, so if he came to New England, I think you would see the quarterback that he could be, and I would put him at number 1 in the division. He's got tons of fucking talent. He's 22 years old. He's been in the league for this is his 3rd year in the league.
Yeah,
he's
I like him too.
22 years old. He's got talent. He is not injury. He's injury prone, and he's turnover prone when he was
he got
at
mono.
USC,
he likes kissing
mono.
13-year-old girls.
Yeah. Sucking your mom's dick.
Okay. I did not know that was a precursor to mono.
That was fucking just right on a right side.
Wow. I didn't say you got mono, you salty bitch. Jesus.
No, I know you didn't, but I still want to get him. I said he got mono from sucking your mom's dick.
Okay, yeah.
No,
we heard it.
Too?
We heard
I was just going to ask that. Is that 2 or?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
I just repeated myself.
Yeah, okay. All right, last 2 questions here. If the Bills get past this, and I've been big on this, the New England Patriots are to the Chicago Bulls as the Bills are to the Pistons. I didn't do that. That was like a SAT question. The Bills got to get past the Patriots like Michael Jordan had to get past the Pistons. It's
or Manning and Brady. Think about it, until 2006. Manning couldn't get past Brady, and they did when it was 21-3 in the AFC Championship game, and he came back and won.
Let's stick to my analogy, Bill.
Well, tried.
I like Bills because it was football related.
Yeah,
Okay.
bitch.
All right. Well, one track mind. I get it, Ray. Either way, if the Bills win this game, is it officially passing the baton? Are the Bills the next team in the division, or is this just a one-off year? And with that being said, combine that with your prediction this week. Go ahead, Ray. I see you shaking your stupid fucking one-track mind.
No, this is not the passing baton because the Bills have to go and do something. We won 6 Super Bowls in 20 years. We won how many AFC East championships in that
13?
Yeah, in that span. So it's like this isn't anything. If they win, good, great. But you have to do something in the playoffs. Prediction for the game: 24-17 Patriots.
Nice score.
Good score, right?
Nice score, Bill. What's your say? Do they win? And if the Bills win, is it officially the Bills' time?
Well, when you come at the king, you best not miss. Okay, so this is the chance. The division hasn't been like this wide open in 20 years, right? This is their opportunity to come out and show like they're for real. They have to win this game. If not, they're not a believer if you lose this team. I picked 2017 Patriots. You know, I think all 3 of us picked the Patriots in our pick'em show that came out yesterday. I think the Patriots are going to win. I think Cam's going to do at least something. He's going to show something that he's a competent quarterback on the road. You know, Patriots haven't looked good on the road, but I just think this is the year. You know, they play pretty well in Buffalo. You know, there's no fans there. I just think
bad weather game.
I just have a good feeling that the Patriots are going to win because if it's a bad weather game, I think we expect Cam Newton to run 10, 15 times. And I just feel more confident that Bill could shut down Josh Allen than Doug McDermott can shut down Cam Newton.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I just kind of have that guttural feeling. It's a field goal game. It's like 17-12.
Nick Folk scares the shit out of us, though.
Yeah. I mean, on the Bills side, it's a field goal game. I guess same with the Patriots, but yeah, it just seems like one of those games. And I'm the same way. I don't trust the Bills until I see them do it. I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust Josh Allen until I see him do it. Now, on paper, they should beat them by 10. Bills should run away with this. Honestly, the Bills should fucking run away with
more
this.
Talented team, better defense. Better offense. I mean, say what you want about Josh Allen, but Stephon Diggs, I think he's 5th in the league in receiving right now. You know, and I mean, you have a good tight end there, and Cole Beasley's good. John Brown. I mean, that offense has more talent than the Patriots do. Yeah. Even at running back, Devin Singletary.
Everyone has more talent than the Patriots do on offense.
So I mean, they should roll. Honestly, 10 points to 14 points. The Buffalo Bills should win. I just have this weird feeling, and I told you I called it pick 'em. Patriots are sweeping Buffalo this year.
Bold prediction.
Another bold prediction, real quick. Josh Allen throws 4 interceptions on Sunday.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Over under.
He's a mental case.
Under.
He's a mental case.
I'm going
This is
under.
a huge game.
Lot of wind, bad weather. Don't they strike you too? Sorry to lament on this because I got some more things I want to talk about, but don't they strike you too as like the Kansas City team that they thrive on the big play? Like, can they go?
But this is offense
straight,
that could,
can they go 60 straight minutes doing 13 play drives and score 21 points?
I think they can. Buffalo, I think they can. You know, if they play ball control offense again, Patriots is susceptible to the run, and then Buffalo's a team that can run.
Kansas City couldn't though, Bill. Kansas City couldn't do it against this Patriots team.
Patriots play better.
They needed 2 drives with huge plays. They made 2 drives with like 6 plays total that got them 14 points in the win. That was Kansas City. I think Buffalo operates the same way offensively. Yes, they seem like a grinded out, run the ball, chug along, but it's like half a dozen to 4 big plays a game. Mute that shit, Ray.
Shut your heat up, bitch.
That get them in a position to score touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And,
but I mean, Rich, if you look at the pattern the last couple of weeks, Denver, Philip Lindsay ran all over the Patriots. Last week, some no-name Wilson Jr., was that his name? Ran all over the Patriots.
Okay.
But I mean, if you think like now you just lost Copeland, who's there. I mean, if you get Bo Allen back, I think you'll be a little better against the run. But you're terrible against the run the last 3 weeks. So I mean, something's got to change.
Okay, but with that being said, in both 49ers and Denver game, the offense for the Patriots was putrid and put zero pressure on either of those teams until Drew Lock.
Sex life.
I didn't get that one. That was a bad one. Until Drew Lock inexplicably.
Yeah, I got it. He said putrid and then my sex life. So that made total sense, Rich. Go
Oh,
on.
okay. Sorry. Anyway, whatever. The offense of the Patriots has to come up and show and play. And if they don't, it doesn't matter. Like, the season's
Feels like a
over.
tight end game too.
Good luck. Good fucking luck with that.
Yeah,
now we're
Brian,
just
is
grasping at straws. Now we're pulling shit out
Can we
of
talk
that.
basketball?
Yeah, let's talk basketball.
Oh, I got some juicy shit I've been reading today.
We were just took, we were real excited. We were very high on the Patriots and started talking stuff out of it. So let's talk Celtics. This is the type of this is Christmas in November, which also has Thanksgiving, Bill. We're talking Celtics rumors, trade rumors. The big ones here. Go ahead, Bill. Why don't you take it? You're the rumor guy, the rumor monger in the room. So you brought us Clint Capella. We're here in Rudy Gobert. All kinds of shit.
Yeah, the Rudy Gobert one. I just don't see it because it's gonna the one I read was either Marcus Smart or Jaylen Brown for 1 year of Rudy Gobert. I wouldn't do that one. I'm more interested in the Clint Capella one.
Before we get into these rumors, let's make one thing clear. They are not trading Jaylen Brown. They are not trading Jason Tatum. No. Everyone else is on the table.
Marcus Smart
and Kemba. They're not trading Kemba, Jaylen, or Jason. You're talking about Marcus Smart and Gordon Hayward that are going to start any blockbuster deal because of the money and the star power, and that's it. So if it doesn't have those 2 names in it, one of those 2 names, fucking consider it stupid.
Yeah, I think you're going to trade some bit parts like Clint Capella, Daniel Tice, Cantor, Romeo Langford, and then you're looking at the 14th pick for Capella.
Love it.
I love it as well. You're taking back $35 million, roughly 35 and a half, I think, is the total number. 17.2 this year, and I think it's 18.2 or 3 next year. So I mean, you get him for 2 more years. I think he's going to the knock on him, he doesn't fit the positionless Brad Stevens offense, but this is a guy you want. He averaged 13.9 points and 13.8 rebounds after the trade from Houston to Atlanta next year. Atlanta is not competing this year. You know what I mean? And so getting Romeo Langford as a 6'5" guard, you could pair him with Trae Young there. I mean, he's getting high reviews around the league. And then the 14th pick, you can even add all 3 of your first-round draft picks because the draft is so fucking weak this year. If you threw in all 3 first-round picks to get Clint Capella back, that is a stud. Then you're gonna hope Time Lord develops, and then you can use your mid-level to get any guys. Anthony Tolliver's out there. All these guys, you get Tristan Thompson. You could throw some money
Yeah.
at those guys.
You don't like the French tickler, Vincent Poirier?
No, he's done.
Dude, get
but
that
he was
fucking
playing
guy in his red shoes off the fucking team.
Fuck him.
Get him off the fucking team! God damn it, I hate that. I like Clint Capella. They were big on Clint Capella at the trade deadline.
There was Danny checked on him too.
He's a big injury. He's coming off injury, so he's an injury concern. You have to make sure that that's okay. But I love this deal for number one reason. The contract is only 2 years. So if he doesn't work out, either you have him for 2 years or you dump him, or next year he automatically becomes an expiring contract, which is very valuable in the NBA.
Yeah.
The other thing is, like you said, Bill, the pieces that are rumored to get him are nothing to me. This is the whole reason you garnished all of these assets, Danny, to start dumping them. And this is it. You got to dump them. Third piece, Bill, that you mentioned, not the position in this basketball. Guess what, Brad? That shit is not set in stone. You're not the Golden State fucking Warriors. You don't shoot 60% from three. You need inside presence. This is still goddamn basketball.
Yeah, you don't have two of the top 10
Anthony
shooters
Davis
of all
just
time.
won. Anthony Davis and LeBron James just won the NBA championship, driving to the lane and being big and tough. So get out of here with your Daniel Tice shooting three-pointers fucking offense, okay? It's all right to have a dude in the paint. And Clint Capella is a perfect guy for that. Doesn't take shots away from those guys and takes away the defensive pressure.
Like he could score on the he could score better than Tice can. He could score better than Cantor can. And Daniel Tice, I think, overachieved this year. You saw what you can get in him. You can't bang down low. I think if you put Clint Capella on the Celtics team this year in this bubble, you're probably pushing the Lakers and more so than Miami did, because that's the missing piece. The front court of this team is the big missing piece. You can't expect Grant Williams at 6'8" to play meaningful minutes, and you cannot expect Robert Williams in his second year, who's played 45 games total in his career, to play meaningful minutes in a championship game. Clint Capella has at least gone multiple years in the playoffs with Houston. So, I mean, that's a guy that can match up with Anthony Davis. That's a guy that can match up with JaVale McGee that was there, and Bam Adebayo too. Giannis. So, I mean, Giannis too. I mean, that's the guy they need. And it keeps Gordon Hayward on this team, which 2 out of 3 of us agree that it's best for the Celtics to keep him on the team. It just adds that fifth piece, and now your starting 5 is the best in basketball. Adding Clint Capella.
Marcus Smart back on the bench where he belongs.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And hopefully you go and Danny goes and mid-level exceptions his ass off to find shooting and fill out that bench with anybody other than 6
and don't
rookies
sleep on
and
them
a
trading
stupid
Smart
fucking
too.
French
Think
tickler.
about that. If you get Clint Capella and that fills up your front court and you want to move on to a shooter, you can move Marcus Smart later and get guys that you need for a couple pieces. He's got $12.5 million salary this year. You can get one of these championship teams that have a couple bit parts on the bench that would help the Celtics more than them.
Well, the big one with Marcus Smart, I think we've talked about it before quickly, but I want to get into baseball. But Ray, I can't remember what your opinion on this. Marcus Smart, and this has kind of gone away a little bit in recent days, but Marcus Smart to the Golden State Warriors for the 2nd overall pick and Andrew Wiggins in return for basically dumping his salary. So you get Andrew Wiggins coming off your bench, and you get the 2nd overall pick, and you obviously you lose Marcus Smart.
I'd do it. Yeah, I'd do it. Look what Trader Danny would do with that asset. With the 2nd overall pick in the draft, what he can make out of that would be mind-blowing, I think, with what he can do. Andrew Wiggins, obviously, he's been around. He hasn't lived up to the hype as the 1st overall pick, but still, you can flip him or you can put him on the bench and see what happens to him coming off the bench, giving Tatum and Brown, taking their minutes.
I would start him over Gordon Hayward, honestly. I would move Gordon Hayward.
That's never going to happen. I mean, we can get into the semantics of that, but if Andrew Wiggins is, his knock is he's kind of a dickhead and a shitty guy on the team, which is probably the last thing you need on this type of team.
I think he came from Kansas, right?
Yeah, number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, it's Kansas. It's a Kansas guy because Paul Pierce was a dick too.
Either way.
Well, he's also Canadian.
Either way, that type of offensive talent, if he can tap in off the bench, that's not going to hurt. But I love it just because I think you need to shake up this roster, and I think Marcus Smart is never going to get it in terms of who he is on this team. If he goes to Golden State, shit, they might win 3 more championships. They might win 3 more
I was just thinking the same thing. Him and Draymond, he would start because you'll shift Clay you'll shift Clay to fucking small forward, and him and Draymond, you'll see there's the 2 of the top 7 defenders in basketball.
Yeah, it would be nasty.
God,
it would be
so
nasty.
good.
And
That's
I
gonna
wouldn't
be
I wouldn't mind seeing it because I think they need a shakeup. Okay, that's Celtics talk. World Series, Dodgers win first time in how many years, Ray?
32, like I said on the other show.
32 years, 1988. That's just math. Ray's not good at it. Mookie Betts, you're Mookie Betts. You guys wanted him. You guys love him. You guys wanted him.
And look
Mookie
at he
Betts,
won a World Series.
the World Series hero, and Kevin Cash and the Tampa Bay Rays, the World Series bums, pulling Blake Snell, pitching a 2-hitter, absolutely fucking nasty.
74 pitches.
Nasty.
74 pitches.
Bill, is he now a walking boob? Is he on the list of walking boobs of sports?
Okay, hold on. This is the question, Bill, because Kevin Cash is getting skewered, and he should.
Yep,
but this has been the Tampa Bay Rays' whole thing for years. It's what's brought them success. But like, I'm wondering, does he have the authority to make that call? He should. He's the manager, right? But is it just like somebody from up top going, nope, third time through, 6 innings pitched, you're coming out? He hasn't pitched, I think the stat is a year and a half. He has not pitched past the 6th inning. So,
And he won the Cy Young 2 years ago, and he was a stud.
Fucking nerds upstairs.
It's the
telling him,
nerds. You saw Dave
struck out
Roberts
he struck out the top 3,
6
1,
times.
2,
They
and
were
3,
0 for
6
6.
times,
Yep.
including your boy Mookie. And they took him out, and Mookie doubled, and then they fucking lost the game. Unbelievable. Just like, I haven't watched a lot of baseball this season, but I watched that live, and I was just laughing my fucking ass
That's
off.
the sabermetrics bullshit. I mean, you saw it. Cora's the same way. Cora plays that game. Dave Roberts has played that game for the last couple of years. You saw it against the Red Sox in the World Series. Chris Sale pitched game 1. He sat his top 5 home run hitters because Chris Sale started. The second he left the game, Dave Roberts emptied the bench in the 4th inning, literally subbed every single guy's out because that's what the fucking dorks and nerds upstairs are telling him to do. Managers are just pawns in the fucking front office's scheme or chess game, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They
Their
control
ideology.
fucking everything. I mean, Kevin Cash should have the balls to say, he's fucking dealing tonight. But this whole thing was, I don't want him to go through the 3rd time in the order. It's complete and utter bullshit.
You're an
elimination fucking game.
6 times.
You're an elimination game. He had 74 pitches in the 6th inning. Theoretically, he could have made it to the fucking 9th inning. It saves your bullpen, and then it's all hands on fucking deck game 7.
Yep.
And you do whatever you do, all your fucking sabermetrics, then do whatever the hell you want. But in an elimination game, you cannot pull your fucking ace out when he's throwing a goddamn gem. That is a fucking mistake.
It's baseball 101. It's so depressing.
And this is why baseball is losing fans. This is why baseball just lost $3 billion fucking dollars because of COVID. And this is why baseball is going to fucking strike because it is this bullshit. And this is why computers, Bill James, and every other fucking nerd cunt ruined the sport I fell in love with.
I'm with you, man. Hashtag dead to me. Hashtag baseball is dead to me. Quickly, less than a minute. So do you think there's any rebelling here, Ray? Like Tony La Russa, 76 years old, just signed with the White Sox. Does Tony La Russa go in with sabermetrics and coach that and manage that team like the Rays? Or do we see any bit of a backlash off of this World Series in baseball?
2 things. Congratulations, Bill, to your childhood friend Tony La Russa for getting a job. Hopefully you're pigeon baited to his house with a note saying congrats on it. Secondly, no, I don't think this is good for baseball. He's 76 years old. He's not with
the league 10 fucking years.
Yeah. Hey, he's not going to get along with these kids that are doing TikToks in the fucking dugout and the Instagram and the Facebook. He's not going to be with it, and I don't think the guys are going to respect him. He's been out of the game too long. He's going to get the Mensch on the bench. He's going to
He's just Jerry Reinsdorf guy. He started with the White Sox. He's going to end with the White Sox.
I hope he shoves.
Fucking signing, and everybody in Chicago knows it.
Isn't he the first time that a Hall of Famer has come back as a coach?
Jack McKeon. I don't know if he was a Hall of Famer.
All right, fucking Jesus Christ, Rain Man. This has been the Simple Minds Sports Show. Friday headlines, October 30th. We'll see you on Sunday Social Hour. The biggest loser cities ever. So that'll be fun. All right, see you, boys.
Happy Halloween.
Bye. But I did in Ray's mother last night. Whoa. Got an extra one in before the break.
He capped it off. It's free. Nice job, Bill. Nice
Boo
job.
is not blah.
I switched it up to get my joke in.
Got it.